Hi there, everyone. I think that we are live. Welcome. So good to see you all. I have a laptop over here so I can see the chat. So nice to read that you are all here from all over the world. Oh yes, this is very Inception-y. I can see myself on the laptop with a 20-minute delay. All right, so if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at all of your lovely comments. Good to have you all here. Welcome. My name is Rose. I am so happy that you're here, whether you're here with us live now or maybe if you are joining on the replay later. It's really cool that we have this community live class set up where we can all be together in present time. And super cool science is showing us now that energy, interpersonal energy, can actually transfer beyond space and time. So if we have that intention, we can all really connect to each other. So we're creating our own little bubble here. So if you do have any questions later, I will be able to see them. So feel free to chat away and I'll check in after the meditation, after we're done. What we're going to be doing today is kind of inspired by a little vision or a sort of feeling that I had during a meditation just a couple days ago. I had this sense of connecting into the collective of the earth, of the humanity, of sort of almost seeing that like a grid field. And what I saw and what I felt was almost that, as if with everything that's going on in the world, if you would imagine this sort of golden light grid almost around the earth, it looked and felt to me almost like in little places of that grid, that energetic grid, it's like there were these little ruptures of spots where there was a sense of damage perhaps, or pain in different parts in the world, or stress in different parts of the world. And I feel like on a smaller level, we as individuals can mirror this in a way in our energy field. For example, let's say you wake up and you're feeling really good and it's like your being is kind of balanced and whole and in harmony. And then maybe you check in with the news, right? And then it's a little rupture in the energy field number one. It almost is like a little tear or a little leak where something slightly denser, lower vibrational comes in. And then because of everything that's going on at the moment, those things happen many times a day. You only have to open the news or even speak to the people around you or look at social media and you're going to be confronted with disrupting things. Now, I'm not at all an advocate for, or as somebody who wants to preach this idea that we must stick our head in the sand and be this 100% love and light, shiny human all of the time. But it can be really useful for ourselves to, at least every once in a while, have this sense of more consciously curating our own energy, our own being, the way that we feel. Just because it's going to improve our mood, our balance, our sense of center so much. And there's ways in which we can do that. So what we're going to do now is really something that I do a version of nearly every morning, just to consciously curate the way that I feel and the way that I want to show up. And it's there to first to shake off a first level of stagnation and resistance physically. So if you are, for example, like me, and you've been binge watching season 4 of The Crown over the last few days, you might also be kind of like, crooked in one direction. Or just all of this sitting at home, it, and everyone around you, like people are more, and that's understandable, but it makes it less easy for the energy in our body to flow freely. After that, we are going to practice a way of breathing centered around the lower dantian. I'll come back to that later, in order to ground us and to really center us. And then we're going to move into a meditation inspired by a meditation done by Dr. Joe Dispenza, but then with my own little twist to it. So the first part of our practice here is going to be inspired by what I learned in pranic healing, so studying energy healing. What they said basically is that the first 70 or so % of stagnation and of kind of ickiness, technical term, in the body and in the mind can be released just by opening and moving and stretching the main energy channels of the body. So it takes 3 minutes, not hard or strenuous. You will feel better after, I can almost guarantee. So come and stand up in a comfortable position. Stand in a comfortable position. You know what I mean? With your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And just take a moment to relax down the shoulders and have a moment to land here. So feel your toes on the floor and maybe wiggle all of your toes for a moment. Feel yourself flowing a little bit from left to right. Notice how your physical body is doing right now. Is this the first time that you are getting out of a chair today? How do you feel? Okay, and then we're going to do just a little sequence of movements so you can blink open your eyes. And it starts really simple. Just look to the left and then to the right. You don't need to do it on your breath. You can if you want to, but you can also do it more quickly. But just move around the neck a little bit, left to right. Chin stays more or less level to the floor. Just to start to circulate the energy of the head and the neck. So if you're interested in this as a sequence from pranic healing, it's not something that I got from yoga or anything like that, although many teachers do versions of this. All right, then you can bring the head back to center. Extend your arms out in front of you and start to circle your wrists and move your fingers along to pretend like you're a dancer. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my wrists and fingers are super clicky. If yours are too, maybe it's nice to just get that out a little bit and turn the other way around as well. Really moving the wrists around. All right, from there, take your wrists towards your shoulders and then start to quite actively flick your arms forward. If your shoulders are sensitive, take it easy, but if it's okay for you, put a little bit of energy behind this, yeah? So you really feel some heat starting to engage in your body. Flick your fingers away. And then you can let that go. All right, little love for the shoulders. If your shoulders are sensitive, keep your fingertips on your shoulders and make circles with the elbows to a degree that feels comfortable. If your shoulders are happy and you enjoy it, you can take full arm circles, starting by moving backward. Do this as gently or as vigorously as feels good. And then gently come to stand still with this. And take it the other way around. Again, be mindful. It could be that forward is more challenging than backward, or the other way around. The goal of all of this is to feel good. So if it's painful, if it's too much, take it more easily. And then let that go as well. Now feet even a little wider, toes turned out a little bend in the knees. Take your arms out to the side. Here as well, if your spine or shoulders are sensitive, fingertips to your shoulders. Otherwise, you can extend the arms. And we're going to start to do a standing twist, but in a kind of passive way. So if it feels good, you can let your arms be pretty soft and just flop along. So you end up maybe kind of slapping yourself. If it doesn't hurt, that's okay. Otherwise, keep a little more control in the arms, just waking up the spine, the belly. And without coming to an abrupt halt, just stop the movement and slow it down so that you naturally find the middle again. All right, hands to the hips. Let's do a few big hip circles, forward, back, and around all the way. And the other way around as well. Really pressing the hips as far forward, back into the side as feels good, and then gently coming back into neutral. All right, put your weight into one foot And lift your other knee, doesn't matter which side goes first, and start to roll out your ankle first. Maybe roll out the toes as well. Roll out the ankle the other way around. Then extend your leg out in front of you, flex, and point the toes a couple times. So again, we're getting into every little part, every big part of the body. And then shake out the leg, the whole leg, a couple times. And just like with the arms, if it feels good to your knees, you can put a bit of vigor behind it. Okay, I'm realizing this is not 3 minutes, but hopefully it feels good. Then let go. Put your weight into your other foot. Lift your knee. Turn your ankle around a few times. Rotate your toes. Other side too. Flex and point your foot a few times just to get that ankle mobilized. And then flick out your leg a couple times. Okay, beautiful. From there, put your foot down, both feet down, and now bend your knees a little bit. And the last step is a classic favorite, I think, here with everybody who follows Esther Ekhart Yoga, is a bounce. So bend your knees and let your whole body bounce along. Imagine you're like a bobblehead. And if you like, you can keep it with a bounce, or you can actually take it into a more intense shake, shaking out your arms, maybe even jumping up and down a few times. I don't know if you've ever heard about like rebounding and trampolining, but that is so good for your lymphatic system, for your energy flow. So have some bouncing or jumping for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand still. Close your eyes. Feel your body. Hopefully you feel a little or a lot more alive. Okay. From there, when you're ready, find your way to a seat. And we're going to settle into some breathing and meditation in a moment. So get really nice and comfy. I don't know about you, but when I meditate and do yoga at home, I am surrounded by blankets and pillows. So I'm going to do that now too, and I highly suggest you do the same. Come and sit on something if you like. You can do something with the laptop. You can take a blanket, get nice and settled. Make sure you're warm. And make sure that you are comfortable to the degree that you barely need to think about your body. Before we get into the meditation and the active breathing, let's all bring our hands in prayer together in front of the heart. And really take a moment to actively plug your thumb bones, your thumbs, into the beating of your heart. And have a moment to recognize the life force in your body and the almost extending a sense of love straight away here towards your heart, towards yourself, for the fact that you are taking the effort to be here. And then let's see if, as a community, we can also make use of that collective energy that can go past time and space and connect all of our hearts together in a way. Setting the intention that our practice will be in the highest good for ourselves and for everybody with us, and even for everybody beyond the community we're currently in. Take a deep breath here as you inhale to the heart. And as you exhale, softly bowing your head to your heart, sealing in your intention. From there, you can gently release your hands down to your knees and touch your index fingers and thumbs together with the palms down on your knees. Then as you lengthen through the spine, open through the heart and broaden through the collarbones, touch the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, just softly. Should not be a lot of effort, just a soft connection. And have a moment to really feel the sense of grounding down and lifting up at the same time. From there, you can bring your awareness to a space that's a couple inches below your belly button, called the lower dantian, also known sometimes as the hara, or your power center. If you like, you can bring your hands, one or two, on top to facilitate bringing your focus there, or you can simply keep your hands on your knees. And then as you keep your alignment in your spine and your openness in the chest, start to invite your breath to almost move from your lower dantian, from that center, a few inches beneath the navel. And invite your breath to move slow and deeply into your lower belly. Keep your face relaxed as you do that, soft jaw, soft shoulders. And imagine that with each time that you breathe towards your lower belly, you're drawing and magnetizing your own energy in closer to you. It's like you're drawing in more to your center, and you're energizing that part of you. Start to lengthen your exhales a little bit. You don't necessarily need to count, but even just with your intention, lengthen your exhales, let everything slow down. And now from that space in your own center, see if you could extend your energy down to the core of the earth, like you're dropping a line to the center of the earth, the grounding. And then perhaps not just the energy of the earth, but the energy of the highest potential of our earth. So what I mean by that is, perhaps in the collective there's energy to tune into now that's a little bit more wobbly, a bit more disrupted. But underneath that, there is always a core in the center of the earth and in her energy that is this steady and stable, unwavering sense of love and grounding. And perhaps you can hook your energy, your intention into that, bringing that into yourself and energizing that aspect for the collective. And then we're going to move through our own energy centers one by one, and almost in a way bless and strengthen them, so you can simply follow along. So to begin with, take your energy to the first center at the base of your spine, and you could imagine a red sphere of light there, your first chakra. And perhaps you even feel the energy of that sphere extending slightly past the boundaries of your body, like this circle around you, a few feet perhaps, around the lowest part of your spine. Then imagine that with your intention, you could bless this energy center with coherence, with love, grounding, stability, and safety, just with your intention. Then you bring your awareness to your second chakra, second energy center, in the lower belly, perhaps a hand width underneath the navel. You could see an orange sphere of light here, and perhaps extending around the boundaries of your skin. Imagining it opening up, and with your intention, blessing it with love, coherence, creativity, passion, openness, just with your intention. And moving your awareness up into the solar plexus, the third energy center. You could see perhaps a yellow sphere of light just in the upper abdomen, tucked away underneath the rib cage. Feel it, perhaps feeling it open and expand even a little past the boundaries of your skin. And imagine blessing it with love, coherence, with confidence, with joy, sparkle for life, self-assurance, blessing that center. Then take it up into your heart space. Beautiful green light in the center of your chest. Tune into that energy, feel it within you, perhaps expanded beyond the boundaries of your skin. Imagining your heart space blooming open and blessing it with love, really with love, this one, with coherence, with compassion, kindness, and a sense of spreading that love not just to yourself but really out into the whole world. And the awareness shifts to your throat center. A blue light, blue sphere in the center of the throat. Feel it, perhaps past the boundaries of your skin. Allow it to open up. And bless it with love and coherence. With ability to speak your truth, to open up, to be authentic, and to share that with others as well. And bring your awareness up to your sixth energy center, your third eye, in between the eyebrows in the center of the head. Imagine a beautiful violet light sphere there. Feel it opening, illuminating, perhaps beyond the boundaries of your skin. And imagine blessing this part of you with light, with love, with coherence, with the ability to see clearly, to understand, to transcend. Blessing this center. Then we take it to our crown chakra, indigo sphere of light, the crown of your head, your connection to the divine or whatever you resonate with. Feel that sphere open, spread, and bless it with your intention, with love, coherence, with clarity, with open connection and receptivity of energy and of all of the information you might want to know. Blessing this energy center. And then we'll have a little bonus one, a couple feet above your head, about the width of, if you were to reach your arm up over your head, call it your 8th energy center, your portal. Imagine almost like a diamond, white, golden light, a couple feet above your head. And feel that shine. And now as it expands, you could visualize that light expanding as almost an aura around your whole being, so that it puts you in almost this egg type of shape of bright, pure light. And you could imagine with your intention blessing this energy center with love, with coherence, with light, with the divine, with the highest potential for yourself and for the whole universe. And feel for a moment your entire being almost bathing in this energy where you're both connected to the earth and to the heaven, just to give it a word. And that you could feel that your body is almost this conduit that can hold space for both. And the more that we love our bodies, ourselves, and take care of them and move it, the more freely these energies can flow within us. And then from there, gently bring the awareness back into the physical body. Feel your hips, your legs, your feet on the floor. Notice the sensation of your breath and your heartbeat. And pull all of your awareness back to the body, to the here and now. And notice how you feel. And if you'd like to stay here for longer, just sitting in meditation or perhaps even coming to lie down, that would be a wonderful thing to do. If it is the right moment for you to start to rejoin your day. And perhaps you could deepen your breath a little bit more, or find a tiny bit of movement in the body, perhaps the wiggling of the fingers, toes, of the head. And if you are wanting to come out, when you're ready, you can softly blink open your eyes. So thank you for joining along with this meditation. This is my little version of something Dr. Joe Dispenza does called the blessing of the energy centers. I personally really love it, so I wanted to share it with you. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I should be able to see them. Same in the after chat. I'll always be able to respond to comments there as well. Again, if you want to continue lying down here or take a shavasana or stay in meditation, it's a wonderful time to do that. If you would like to learn more about all of this energy stuff that I've been talking about, then one of the ways in which you can join is by looking at the Energy 101 program that I did a while ago. There's a link in the description. And there's also a link there to a class that might fit well with this, coming home into your body. And if you're not a member but you'd like to come and join, there's also a link to free yoga classes for the community, which is a beautiful initiative of Eckhart Yoga, in the bio as well. So that's all available for you. Let me just scan this, see if there's any questions. I'm just seeing some sweet messages. It's so lovely to hear and to read that you have also felt connected. That's beautiful. I love that. So thank you so much, everybody. If you do still have questions and I'm not online anymore, leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for joining. It's been my pleasure. I hope to see you soon in any capacity, whether in real life or on Eckhart Yoga, whenever, wherever. I'd love to see you there. And I really do wish you well. In fact, let's close together if you're still with me. One more time, bring your arms up and over. And exhale again. Bring your hands in front of your heart again with your thumbs plugged into your heartbeat. Close your eyes. And really, I say this with the thumbs to the heartbeat because it gives us this sense of our living, breathing selves in this moment. As you feel your own heart beating underneath your thumbs, have a moment to genuinely appreciate and thank and have compassion and love for you, yourself, that you've taken the time to come and show up here, to come and practice, to care for yourself, to anchor in higher intentions for yourself and for the collective. Thank this body of yours that carries you through life. And let's all together send out a wave of love and thanks to everybody who is here, who has been here, who will join in the future, everybody who's part of this community, the whole Eckhart Yoga family, and let's do all of humanity spread the love all over the world. And from there, once again, thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you soon, in whichever way it will be. Wishing you all the best and lots of love. Namaste.